Ew.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Miami. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
That's it.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And some room to roam now. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Houston. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt.
Exactly,
and on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Milo. You better go back in your kennel. No, Milo. That don't make no dang sense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Excuse me. Disgusting little dog.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bohorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Thought you were faking it.
It's taken to the 26.
Nope.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Milo, kid.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 40 now on second down. Mills. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Oh, Lord. Don't be like them.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter.
Get that beach. Oh, I needed that.
So they can play to the standards of the defense,
that.
and the win column will result.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Potter. Oh, what a move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
They'll keep it on the ground. Potter, he will push his way down to about the 14. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Oh, is he going to go back into the kennel? No. Oh, no.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
If I knew that, I would have put him in
there.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and see that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So you just eating up the cat food, man.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And
this will be caught at the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
This Madden, though. They don't care. You can give them none of that. You can do all that. That's foul.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mills now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's so foul. You slowed him down. You slowed him down.
The Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I see what you
everything
did.
on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
He slowed
and if you're
me
a little
down.
early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure
man.
enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe
All
a
the
yard
way
to the
down.
37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
But you still did what you did.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Mustang 19. Ready.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now the try here for the extra point.
Oh, Lord.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Texans 21, Dolphins 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
70 Ranger.
2nd and 11.
You waited too long.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Way too
As a
long,
coaching staff,
boy.
you can call just about whatever you
Wide
want
open.
because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hawk 70. Rig alert. Drop 60.
Get off. I'm really mad at him.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Mills. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Mills. And it's caught. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. Breaks through the contact, racing to the end zone. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the deep. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd down and 4. Mills taking a shot for Samuel. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Mills winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Well,
so we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Play action now, Mills.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And they'll get this down to the 10.
146 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
With touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score it here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A give for Edwards running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we... So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Edwards. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth quarter now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. Right, that'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ain't nobody patronizing nothing. Ain't nobody patronizing nothing. That's just me.
Fourth down, Mills. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Again, it's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Potter, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down. Potter, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 42. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
157 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On the draw is Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Scared or what?
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but